What's going on today, people? You already know what it is. This is your man Tune, and this is Y.B.E.T.V. Today, I want to get with all my drivers out here about saving diesel. Now, this is more for the owner operators out here because company drivers, it don't really matter if how much diesel you save. You still gonna pretty much get the same thing unless you with a company or a person that's letting you run their truck for them and they paying you. They give you an incentive for saving diesel. So this will possibly be good for you too. Um, what I want to say is the number one thing that a lot of people do on their truck that really costs them a lot of money is idle their truck. Now, what I can say is if it's cold as hell outside, it's just freezing outside and you're sitting in the dock, a lot of times you're going to have to idle your truck to stay warm unless you have a bunk heater. For people that don't understand what a bunk heater is, I actually have one on my truck. It's two vents on the bottom of your sleeper. The bottom bunk of your bed in the back of your truck. It's two vents, two little small vents, no bigger than, that. And they basically, one of them sucks in air and the other one blows air out. This air is really, really hot. Like if you put the heel of your foot in front of that vent, you will burn the hell out your foot. It's that hot and it will warm your truck. If you have one of those, use it as much as possible. The only thing is you just got to watch out for running down the batteries. If you're sitting in the dark for a couple hours, turn that on. It'll keep the truck warm. That's one of the ways. Number two is don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I see owner operators a lot of the time and they just run their truck all day and night. Like, I see them get out the truck and it's parked in a spot and they go into the truck stop and they go hang out and talk to friends. They still running their truck, go eat some lunch at the TA and then, go jump in the shower, truck still running. That's money just going out the window. You could do little small things. Like one of the things that I used to do, because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a cheapskate, man. Like, I honestly, I will pay a person good. I will pay myself good. But when it comes to wasting money, I'm not good at wasting money. So I was the guy that if I'm running inside a truck stop, I'm turning my truck off, running the truck stop, come back, turn it on. I see a lot of guys just throwing it out. So what I used to do is like in the summertime, it would be super hot. During the daytime, I drove. So I always gave myself a morning shift because I wanted the AC to be blowing on me while I'm driving, stay comfortable. And then at night, when the sun go down, it ain't as hot. It was tolerable. So I keep my truck off all night. I crack those windows long as it ain't too many mosquitoes out or stuff like that. I crack them windows. And I was good to go. The next thing is one of the ways that you could save diesel is set your cruise control. Not only does it save diesel, it will keep you out of trouble with the police. When you're using your foot, you're going to go up and down, up and down. You're going to go from 62 to 65 to 67. See you speed and slow it down to 63. You're going to be just going back and forth with the speed. You get your cruise up to whatever speed that you're going to run, and you set it. Last but not least, find the sweet spot to your truck. Now, for all my truckers that's been out here doing it, they going crazy right now. Like, this young dude know what the hell he talking about. They pretty much saying that right now because every truck has a sweet spot. I think my sweet spot on my truck is 62 miles per hour. I get the best miles per gallon at 62. Some guys is 64. Some guys is even 67. They like, shit, when I'm running at 67, I do a 6.8 or 7.2 act usually, but as soon as I slow it down to 63, I'm down to a 6.8. I'm like, wow, or 6.5. So you got to find the sweet spot. It's the spot where your truck run. And that only comes from getting to know your truck. The spot where your truck run and you get the most efficient fuel mileage. Another thing is I use the Loves. I'm a big fan of the Loves. They have the best reward program. I really like them. And now they got this new thing called Tire Pass. Tire pass, if you're not using it, if you fuel at the Loves, you get like one free tire pass. You know, you get a free shower, you get a free tire pass, and a free refill of your drink. You know, if it's coffee or soda or whatnot. But tire pass, basically, they take all your tires, hook them up to a machine, and they see if they're properly inflated. That is another thing that will help your fuel mileage. Properly inflating tires. Another thing is slowing down before these stop signs. Like if you see, not stop signs, if you see a stale green light, basically what a stale green light is when you're approaching the light's been green for a while. What you do is you start to slow down so you can stop. But if you see yourself approaching and you see that light hit yellow, you see that light hit red, slow it down. Slow it down a lot. Slow it down. Slow it down. And approach it slowly. Just cruise toward it. By the time you make it to that light, it'll be green, which means that you will be able to shift less. Shifting does burn more fuel. Going from a low gear, shifting all the way up through them to a high gear, burns fuel. That's why you burn more fuel in city blocks, you know, where you got a lot of stop and go traffic. One of the biggest things I say is quit stopping at every truck stop. Quit doing that because that burns a lot of diesel. Get your load, get it on there. Stop when you get close and you ready to shut down if you're able to do that. One of the biggest things that I tell people is fuel will make and break a person. That's why I like Freightliners because they pretty fuel efficient. I like Volvos, they pretty fuel efficient. I'm not a big Peterbilt Western Star fan. Like, you know, for all the people that like them, they like the power, they like the oomph. I compared my check to a Peterbilt check, and we was doing about the same amount of work. Believe you me, it was a significant amount because they have like the big, strong truck that will ride them up the hill like it's no tomorrow. And I got the truck that will get up that hill, but I save fuel, which saves me money. So I like the fuel saver. Last but not least, I just want to say this to wrap everything up. When you, if you take certain measures to save yourself fuel, you will earn yourself money. You know, that's one of the biggest things that you want to understand is a lot of people don't get a good paycheck. You need to learn when is the cutoff date for fuel if you signed on to a company. Because it's a lot of people that overfuel and burn a lot of diesel and do all these different things. And when they get a check for $700 before they take out for maintenance, they like, well, I'm starving. I'm not getting no money. You need to get in control and run your business more efficiently. And you can make some money. So, that's just a few tips and tricks on fueling. I hope that helps. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YBE.
Drug dealing and killing is going on in my town. It don't take a killer to kill or a driller to drill. See, just being yourself is the definition of real.